Hello everybody, this is Shadow here, once again making another video, and this is a little more serious video, just like, not in the whole, like, I guess, I don't want to say, like, not in its tone, yeah, not in its tone per se, but more so of the situation at hand, and what precedent this has for the entire internet as a whole, and how you, me, and everybody else, how we use it. So, simply put, net neutrality. Net neutrality is a document, I guess you could say, set in place to say these companies like AT&T, Verizon, and your internet provider, pretty much, they cannot block, slow down, or just try to like stop access to any of these websites they might not agree with, or any websites they just feel like not having any access to anybody. For example, Google.com. If I want to go Google, it'll run smoothly. But if I wanted to go to yahoo.com, it would run smoothly as well. Same thing for Bing or any other search website. I can access each and every one of them, no matter if they're a competing site or not. I can access every one of them equally. All the data of the internet, it will be treated equally, it will be sent equally, it will all just be fair. But as of recent months, I can say many congressmen in the Congress, that's a little redundant, of the United States of America have been trying to stop net neutrality and just, in what they describe, fix the internet because apparently it's broken right now. And they're trying to basically shut down net neutrality, get rid of it, so they can replace it with their own, who knows what. And like, I was gonna say I don't know what they plan to do with this, but I already know what they plan to do. It's really quite obvious, and pretty much, I'll start off this with an example. And net neutrality were to be taken away, if I were to want to access Google.com, since Google is a big major corporation, I'll access it fine since it'll just okay, search there, found Google.com. But what if I wanted to go to Yahoo.com, search up Yahoo? Oh wait, there's a little page right here saying I can't access Yahoo.com because it's not part of my internet plan. In order for me to obtain Yahoo.com, I have to upgrade my internet plan, and what's it called? You get this bigger package where it includes Yahoo.com. Or if I wanted to access like Netflix, oh shoot, my package plan right here doesn't have Netflix.com. I have to buy their package in order to get Netflix. And that's just the basic premise of why net neutrality is important. If net neutrality were to be taken away, a lot of these companies will have the power to enforce these like blockades of data and websites to everybody. It not only goes to like the big major corporation, it also goes to these smaller websites, like my top of my head, Gaming Realm. I know it's a little gaming website. I don't know if that's still around, honestly. What else? Just, or any little tiny blog post anybody might have, just coming up and stuff like that. Just any smaller company who has these websites, if they're not able to pay up to these companies and say we want faster access of data, they're gonna be left in the dust. They're gonna have slow data, and there's at that point there'll be really little to nothing we can do about it, and they'll be stuck in like a limbo of just being there while these big major corporations will have enough money to pay these ISPs and internet companies, and then they will just flourish, while us, and along with them, the little smaller companies will just be at that point forced to pay money for just regular access to the internet we have right now. But there is a way we could stop this and prevent any of this from happening. I'll leave some links in the description below as well. There's these websites which, and probably explain this situation a little more better than me. Mine's was just a really basic summarization. But there's some websites that are having these. They're placing these. What you can do is go on the website, place on your phone number, and then call your congressman, and then say, you know what, I want to voice my opinion about net neutrality and tell you why either I do or don't want it. It's for anybody. If you, at least with me, some reason want to have this net neutrality and have these laws enforced within the internet to make it more restricted, you know, go right ahead. It's your option, your voice. But for everybody else like me who's willing to fight back against this and want to save net neutrality, you can go down to the description below, put down your phone number, make a call to your congressperson, and then say, I want net neutrality. I want net neutrality to stay. I want you to vote no against the law or the proposition to get rid of it. And these are my reasons. Explain yourself, explain thoroughly why you truly don't want this. And they get enough people to voice their opinions about this, more than likely your congressperson will vote no. And the people who are needed to vote no will just vote no, and it will completely be stopped. And the internet, for all intents and purposes, will be saved. Because I don't want to make this, this also goes to more my reason why I don't want this personally. And I don't want it to be this me kind of making up a rally and something like that. But just put it simple as this. Ever since I've used the internet, since I was really young, it always was something that fascinated me, since it was some device, some way to get all this information from throughout the planet, there's just so much information you could find through it. With that, there was many things, you could go to the deep web and stuff, and you could find many, how to say, off-putting things. I'll just say that very simply. The internet has done many good and many bad things, but it's always fascinated me ever since I was young. And ever since, I guess I could say, I use the internet full time since 2012, the way I'm using it right now, which almost in my everyday life. The internet is such a vital point of our lives now, and it's changed so many lives of people. And a lot of that comes from the freedom it gives us, the freedom to access any information we want, just from anywhere. And for that to be taken away, or potentially taken away, honestly, that would just be a devastating blow, not only for any just average internet user, but for many other people, I guess these restaurants, like I said, businesses, they have their own websites. They will be stuck right at that point because they have no internet access, since the internet plays a vital role of not only our life, but society as a whole at this point. And also for schools like my school, use the internet for many things. I take a computer class. We use computers all the time. And for the internet to be just crippled into something that blocks out different websites, and it be just turned into something of restrictions, a place of restrictions and laws, something like that, that will honestly just be, at that point, be bad for our learning, honestly. And just overall, just having these restrictions, people will say, I'm not trying to make fun of these people, but a lot of conspiracy theorists, they say, oh, the government's trying to enforce this, trying to enforce that, they're trying to do this and that, enforce us, shut us down, keep us quiet. Well, that's exactly what's gonna happen right now if we don't do anything to stop this. If we don't do anything to stop this anti-net neutrality from the Congress people, the internet as we know it, it's gonna just be a place of restriction, voice silencing from all these major companies. At that point, you could just do whatever. And honestly, that's not a place I want to be in. If that were the case, I would not want to be in the internet no more. And if that were to possibly be the future of the internet for me and for any other future people, the generations after this, I don't even know if I wanted to exist at that point. I'm not trying to even exaggerate here. That's just how I honestly feel about that. Because the internet, the big major point people always liked about it was a place for you just to express yourself. Everybody's has freedom of this and that. even more so in real life. But for that to be taken away, honestly, for me, what's the point? But that's pretty much my whole opinion about that. And those are my reasonings of why I don't want this anti-net neutrality law or proposition to be put in place. It would just make the internet to just not be the internet no more. And I honestly don't want that. And honestly, that's why it's important for you, me, and everybody else, anybody who's a user of the internet, to fight back, to take the initiative, like call your congressperson or do anything, spread the word. We all, like I said, I'm not trying to cause up like a rally or anything, but we all must band together as people of the internet, and we must fight back against this, because literally our usage of the internet is at stake right now. And if that is lost, and honestly all is lost, everything's lost, the internet will just be completely different. And if it gets to that state, I don't know if it can ever revert back. As you've seen before, once a law like is set in place to restrict something, like we can't do this, you can't do this at school, you can't do that here in the country. Once something like that's set in place, it's gonna be really hard to take it away. So that's why right now, while we still have the chance, while we still have the freedom right now of the internet, we must fight back, and we must make sure something like that does not happen. That's just next. I don't want to seem like I'm like rallying or anything, but that's honestly what we must do. So to end it all off, you can check the link below in the description where you can find some more information about this and how to share this information to anybody. And I hope you take initiative, to spread your opinion, even if you want to like go with this, by all means go with it. I'm not gonna stop you. The internet's a free place you can talk about your opinion. For anybody else who wants to keep the internet the way it is right now, I ask of you to, just at the very least, spread the word. Just make sure that this gets somewhere, and hopefully the internet, as we know it, does not just go away. Because at this point, I've been using the internet for like full time since 2012, so it's been like half a decade at this point. And for the next 5 years or so, who knows how long, to be restricted of internet access, I wouldn't want to be here no more. That's just the honest truth. So with that, I hope you guys just take the initiative and just spread your opinion, fight back against this, so we keep the internet as we know it right now. And that's all I have to say right now.